Look at all these people dead.
Look at all those chickens.
Okay. Looks like we are on the way to this communications office. In the cafeteria now. Easy. These enemies don't really pose a threat to us. These enemies don't really pose a threat to us.
So, you full of crap or what?
Yo, what is going on YouTube? Are you winning, boys? I hope you're winning, because on this channel it's all about winning. My name is Bart Urban to win, and today we're going to continue our adventure in Control Ultimate Edition. This is going to be chapter 2 of this Let's Play already, and in case you missed the last episode, we came into this FBC. We still have so many different questions. We don't really know what's going on with the plot. All we know is that the graphics, the physics, the animations of this game are just splendid, and right now we are in front of the Central Executive Bureau office. I'm not exactly sure how to call it. There are all these bodies hanging around, and we are trying to find some answers. Okay, we cannot actually pass here. What do we do? Huh. Oh, okay, we just needed to jump down. Okay. For some reason, I didn't think that was possible. Ranger Second Class Polaski. It looks like this is some more serious opponent. He's level 2. But what is this about, boys? I'm not even sure who we are fighting. They look like security guards, but we have not really been informed too much about who they are. Okay, nice headshot. And where is this level 2nd Polaski? Okay, Ranger Second Class. Okay, he's dead. Cool, and just one more to go. Whoa, what is this aim, boys? What is this aim? Okay, all of them down. Let's regain some health. Cleanse control points. Once again, we get those cryptic messages.
When's the control point? What does that mean?
Exactly.
Help me fix it.
That's what I'm asking myself all the time. I guess we'll get some answers sooner or later, boys. Let's cleanse the control point. Is this why those monsters were... Whoa, what is this? Is this why those monsters were appearing? We have to just cleanse it somehow? We'll see, we'll see.
Holy shit. You did it. We did it.
You did it.
Hello? Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Are you with us? With the Bureau?
I am.
Still safe?
How can I speak to you? It looks like we can interact with these control points to regain our health. That's what I read. Oh, fast travel and outfits. Okay. I see. And we can fast travel between the different parts of the Bureau. Cool.
We saw you deal with the compromised agents.
That's
the shelter we were in, no?
I can't tell you how
Oh, no.
happy I am to talk to
That's where we can
somebody
talk to her.
The feeling's mutual.
To Pope.
Yeah, I'm Pope. Emily Pope. Dr. Darling's assistant.
My turn. Should I lie?
Mhm.
Jesse Faden. I'm just visiting.
Hmm?
I should have lied.
Just visiting.
Shit. You're the new director.
What?
Hold on. We're coming out. Director Faden.
Call me Jesse.
Okay, Jesse. I'm Emily. Look, somehow this hostile force, this...
Hiss?
that works? Somehow the Hiss managed to infiltrate the building without any warning.
And just like that, my name for it is official. The hiss. Like the sound of poison gas leaking in.
We're in full lockdown. It seems to have spread everywhere and to everyone not protected by an HRA. And, extraordinarily, you. You are the director, and that makes you special by definition. Trench is no longer the director, obviously.
Obviously.
I'm sorry, I'm talking too much. This whole situation is just a lot.
Trench is dead. Shot.
Ah,
I found his body. And the gun. Do I tell her it looked like a suicide?
the service weapon.
Also, and this can sound crazy, but he keeps appearing to me. Saying
Yep,
things.
not good to hear voices in your head.
It's hard to make out, but he told me to cleanse the control point. Push the hiss out. The whole room shifted around.
They're gonna think she's crazy.
And you entered the building when it was already in the lockdown before you became the new director? How?
I'm not ready to tell her about you yet. A janitor let me in.
I love it. This is fucking unbelievable. I can't even... Look, Jesse, I have a million questions, and you probably have a million more.
Like, do you know my brother Dylan?
Mm-hmm.
Not yet.
But there's something I need to ask you to do first. If you can cleanse a control point, then you can maybe cure those infected or possessed by the hiss. Because if that's possible, our options are very different.
Emily Pope. I don't know her, but I like her already. She's the opposite of the faceless agency I've blamed for what happened to me for so long. But I can't trust her yet. Or rather, the Bureau she's a part of. Yes. I can try. I'm speaking for you, of course. We can try it together.
Okay, we have this strange internal dialogue all the time.
With me? We did it before. Push the hiss out.
Okay, so his seems to be those evil forces, those agents that were shooting at us. Not exactly sure how they entered the building or why they're here. But it looks like we need to cleanse the control points of their influence. Okay, and she disappears.
It didn't work.
Didn't work.
This has burrowed too deep.
Uh-huh.
Ripping it out rips them apart.
Okay, so we cannot rip out his that easily.
Over here.
Let's speak to Pope
We
again.
need to make a plan, Jesse.
I can't cleanse them.
I saw. It was worth a shot. Thank you, Director. Jesse.
I'm gonna tell her why I'm here. I'll risk it. Listen, the Bureau was involved in an incident in my hometown, Ordinary, 17 years ago. The Bureau came in and covered the whole thing up. I've been looking for this place for a long time. That's enough. Maybe that's too much already. I can't tell her about Dylan and the rest yet.
I've seen mentions of an Altered World event case dealing with Ordinary. You were at Ground Zero as a child? It was one of the big ones, and before my time. And very classified. I can try to dig out some old files for you. My boss, Casper Darling, would know, but he's missing. I think he knew this was coming, or suspected. He came up with the HRAs, the Hadron Resonance Amplifiers. I think they're what saved us, or a few of us. And Director Trench would know.
Trench, the ghost, or whatever he is, he mentioned something called the hotline. Said I should find it.
It's another object of power, like the gun, an old Bakelite telephone. A direct line of communication between the director and the board. Maybe he can talk to you more clearly through that. I mean, Trench has years and years of experience. He might know how to destroy the hiss.
Where is the hotline?
It's kept in the communications department through the mailroom. It's part of this sector, so we can access it even with the lockdown in place. We'll get the door open for you.
Okay, that's my next stop.
That's Tomasi's department. He's the head of communications. I don't think he had an HRA. He kind of made a point about not wearing one earlier. Keep an eye out.
Okay, looks like we need
They
to
call
go
me the
to the
director.
communications department.
That's not me. I'm not a director type. I'm not a leader. Why am I here? I think you already know. Yes, I came for my brother, but there are other reasons too. I said I was looking for answers, but I might never understand them. I'm not looking for proof. This is already it. More than enough. No matter what they told me all those years, I know it's real now. I didn't imagine this. I want to be a part of this world. What scares me shitless is that I finally found it. Only to see the hiss destroy it all.
Okay, so it looks like our main motivation for coming here is, of course, our brother, who disappeared in an incident 17 years ago in our hometown. And it looks like Pope told us her boss would have more information about it.
Look, I know this is all new to you, so don't hesitate to ask me anything you want to know. There are no stupid questions.
Unknown
The door
caller.
to the comms department is just outside the boardroom back in the lobby. They should have gotten it open by now. Follow the signs to the mailroom. You can get to the hotline containment chamber through there. Good luck, Jesse. See you back here once you have the hotline.
Okay, we need to find a hotline.
Thanks, Emily.
Will you stop talking? We have the next mission, unknown caller. Enter the communications department to find a hotline. I think we're gonna speak to her because I don't see
The
how
hotline
everything
should be
is
in the
clear,
communications department.
or should be clear.
Where did the hiss come from?
I'm not sure. You said the hiss was here when you entered.
Okay,
Did you see anything like that outside?
that doesn't really
before you
provide us
came
any
in?
answers.
No. No, just inside.
The source is internal then. See, the oldest house is a sprawling complex with openings to other places as well. I don't even know where to start looking. But in the context, it's good news. The lockdown holds. The hiss escaping the building would be the end. Pretty shitty world out there if you ask me, but I wouldn't want the hiss to destroy it.
With you on that, Emily.
Okay, so the hiss comes from within the building. They cannot go outside, but it doesn't really help us to find out what these creatures even are.
You mentioned the oldest house. What is it?
This building, the Bureau headquarters, the oldest house, is a shifting place. You've seen it. It transcends its physical limits.
I've been to New York a few times. How didn't I notice this place?
It's an attribute of the building. This is a place of power. The oldest house doesn't like attention, so unless you're purposely trying to find it, you don't, which is perfect for us. The work we do here is essential, but unstable. The Bureau prefers not to be noticed. And we need strong walls to make sure nothing gets out.
So without you, I never would have found the front door.
Okay.
Okay, only those looking for the FBC headquarters can find it, because they like to stay secret, stay quiet, not to bring any attention to themselves.
This trench guy. I keep hearing him in my head. Is he a ghost? Haunting me?
I doubt we're talking about a ghost in the traditional sense, but an echo maybe. See, if he was killed by the service weapon, your gun, maybe it's his final thoughts recorded by the bullet in his brain, like a deep space probe sending back data. But that's just a hypothesis on my part. I need the gun to research it. But you better hold on to that given the circumstances.
I think I will. Yeah.
Okay, objects of power.
Can you tell
Like
me
the
what an
gun.
object of power is exactly? This is all, well, new to me.
Don't worry, I love going over the basics. So objects of power are mundane objects that house paranatural energies and have developed a link to the astral plane and can thus be controlled, which is what differentiates them from altered items, which are still housings of paranatural forces, but are more volatile and cannot be bound in the pure utilitarian sense. Got it?
Did she memorize this?
Okay, altered items cannot be controlled,
Got it. Thanks.
while the objects of power can be controlled, and they both house some supernatural forces.
So HRA stop you from becoming Hiss.
Well, it seems that way. I mean, I hadn't even heard of an HRA until a few weeks ago when Dr. Darling started handing them out. Well, I began analyzing mine as soon as I got it. I mean, each one seems to emit a powerful short-range frequency way beyond anything I've ever seen.
Doesn't the timing seem
Yeah,
suspicious?
that they were handing those out a couple of weeks ago.
I thought that too. Dr. Darling usually likes to unveil his latest breakthrough in big presentations. With these, he just passed them out. Yeah, his behavior makes me wonder what exactly he knew.
Yeah, that is strange. Okay, enough chit chat.
Thanks,
Let's go.
Emily.
Let's go to the
I'm
main
sure
mission.
I'll have more questions soon.
Just let me know.
Sure. Which way do we exit? Okay, this way. So let's go to the communications department, find a hotline. But people there did not have HRA, some of them, so I'm not sure how easy it will be to actually battle through that communications department. We might encounter many enemies there. Okay. This way, right? No, that's a dead end. Okay, never mind. Oh, okay, communications department. Cool, we have to go this way. Fine. I get it, I get it.
There it is again.
What is
A
this?
welcome message.
Undefined reading. It looks like these are some upgrade materials that we cannot use at the moment. And there's this weird message again. Clearance level 1. It looks like we don't even have clearance level 1. Oh boy, are these enemies, yeah? Okay, let's get rid of them. All level 1, so no, nice and easy. What do we have here? Some more upgrades, I guess. And some correspondence travel costs. Let's see if it's any relevant. And we get the portrait of Mr. Trench again. Nothing too interesting. Correspondence and travel costs. Visited the following Nevada accommodations. Okay, accommodation, meals, gasoline. I do wonder if a motel called the Ocean View is going to be found in a landlocked state, but hey, I guess I'm not paid to think, right? And for the record, I again request that you give us the budget to get 2 rooms each night. Agent Rowley and myself are very tired of sleeping in the same room. See you on the road. Agent L. Hines. The boys in research said performing rituals may help identify any places of power. Drinking those little whiskeys is my ritual. Okay. Not too relevant. Not too relevant, I have to say. Look at all these people dead. Okay. Looks like we are on the way to this communications office. In the cafeteria now. Easy. These enemies don't really pose a threat to us. Come on, reload. I like the effects of this blurry mist when the enemies die. What happened here? What exploded? Okay, some health. Cool. And we have to go there to the communications office. Communications department. Dead letters. Bro, what is going on? This demonic voice. What is it all about? Once again, this weird machine. Whatever it is. Whoops. Oh shit. This guy has some armor. Come on. Charge. Nice one. This guy's dead. Nothing more here. And some more enemies. So this is the hiss, but what actually is it? Nobody knows, nobody knows. We have not been explained that yet. Okay, let's go into these offices as well to see if we can find something interesting. If you can't see, don't worry guys, I cannot see anything either. Let us open the communications tab. Correspondence. Trench, dead letter approval. FBC. Greetings, Director Trench. I'd like to thank you for approving my request for the Dead Letters Archive. Cataloging the Bureau's collection of delinquent mail will provide an extremely handy database that research teams can use to search for any connections or related topics found among the letters. Aside from the more functional purposes, the archive will allow us to preserve these windows into authentic human encounters with the paranatural world. The letters came to us from various places and times, gathered by the Postal Service as undeliverable. The Bureau is the perfect home for them. I realize not all letters contain accounts of genuine paranatural events, but even the erroneous ones allow us insight into how the unknown is perceived by real people. Of course, I will first compile a system to allow us to analyze the letters for any information or suspected connections to AWE, altered world events, and other altered materials. So thank you again. Can't wait to delve into my dead letters, Bartwell. And we got some research records as well. Hiss barrier. The Hiss resonance field is a physical impediment that is difficult to define. Hiss barriers appear as ways to impede escape or access by Bureau personnel. Two methods that have been discovered for lowering them: destroy the multiple concentrated resonance sources found in the vicinity, and destroy the Hiss entities in the area. Concentrated resonance sources. So it looks like we can prevent them from spawning, or the barriers, by destroying some devices in the area, or destroy the Hiss entities. Okay, so we can either kill all of them or destroy some devices. I'm not exactly sure. Maybe these are the devices that I've been looking at, those that look like printers basically. The resonance fields seem to require support, further size and density from other non-connected sources of Hiss resonance. Without the ability to draw from these sources, the barrier will fall. Does an inactive structure made of Hiss resonance qualify as a conscious being? Does the distinction make any difference when considering the Hiss? What does the very act of building walls to prevent our movement tell us about the Hiss? To what degree is it watching and planning? Okay. So we are finding out bits and pieces of information here. To get rid of this Hiss, we either defeat all of them or destroy these machines that make them spawn, I think. That's how I understand it anyway. Oh boy. Come on, recharge, before he gets up. Come on. Okay. What's this? Weapon mod, shatter recoil efficiency. Okay. That's useful. Cleanse control point. Okay, let's do that. And it seems to have been cleansed. And now the office looks once again normal. Okay. As we regain control over this part of the building. Mission updated. Navigate through the communications department. Where exactly, Okay. So we have established another quick travel kind of point that we can then use.
We're on the right track.
Okay. Oh wait, so I have to go here, yeah? Yeah, communications department. Cool. We have to go up the stairs. And continue. Huh. Anything here? Not sure if we have to go up. Whoops. What is this? Why did he get a headshot with this freaking tank or whatever? I'm out of here. You know, I'm out of here. I don't even feel like checking what's in those two rooms. Okay, let's destroy this. Is this the Hiss device they were talking about? Personal mode, help boost. Maybe not, maybe not. Correspondence book club, Samson. Okay. Book Club Notes for Penny by L. Sampson. So I don't usually read a lot of sci-fi, but as far as space operas go, this was alright. The title Unless You could refer to a bunch of things in the book, but I thought it was a little vague and stupid. The way the characters... okay. Nothing interesting, and it's 2 out of 5 as well. You know what? We might have a look at it later. It does not really bring any... thing to the story. Mailroom. Okay, so we have to go this way. Boys, I'm quite afraid to go there. I think that we might actually save it for the next episode. I think this was enough for today. And yeah, we'll go to the mailroom and continue this main mission, Unknown Caller, in the next episode. I hope you enjoyed this chapter of Control Ultimate Edition, and I'll see you in the next one tomorrow.